What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Lady Nika, and before I begin, I want to let you know that all my videos this week may be a bit longer than usual. Okay, I have all of the shows that I like to review in a playlist, and I don't like to have missing episodes unless, like, I'm in the hospital and I can't avoid that, then yeah, okay. But I like to keep them in order, and I like to have every episode of that season, even if I leave out the reunion, okay? So, what I'm going to do this week, instead of just dropping, all of last week and trying to, we're going to do it like this. We're going to combine what I missed last week along with what I missed this week when we do Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, which is what we about to do in a few minutes, okay? So the videos will be a little bit longer. I hope you'll stick around and watch it. If your attention span ain't long, bitch, break it up. Watch certain parts, put the shit on watch later. Do you come back, watch that shit again? You know what I'm saying? Help your girl out. Show me some love and talk back to me, because I talk to me, I talk back to you always, okay? Well, child, so church announcements. Now that I've told the people that may have short attention spans or maybe on their break and can't sit around for at least about 30 to possibly 40 minutes, I don't think this one gonna do that, but I'm hitting y'all like Drake today. We're going back to back. So I want to make sure I let you know videos are going to be longer. I might not say it on my next review that I'm gonna come out with, cause ain't many people probably going to gravitate to that at first, okay? So I'm saying it on the one that I'm probably going to get the more views on, and let you know videos are going to be longer. That means have-nots may be longer. I might record that today from last week and then just do tonight's tomorrow. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Just work with a bitch. I'm stammering. I'm stuttering right now, and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing for a child. I have no damn idea. But anyway, with that out the way, I want to say thank you to everybody that's been hitting me up. Y'all been showing me mad love on the Facebook down there. Some people have taken upon themselves to look down in the description the description box down there and get that good old email and holler at a player. Thank y'all for being concerned about me and my family. I know when I did my last video, I think I did it Thursday or Friday last week, I told y'all that I was going to be gone for an extended period of time. That was just meaning the weekend. But right after I recorded that and got that out there to y'all, natural disaster happened here in my state of Louisiana again. Now, let me be clear. I don't live down in the southern parts of Louisiana anymore. That to include New Orleans, Baton Rouge, and surrounding areas. So, I'm up in the west area corner, tucked off up in there. That's where I'm sitting at now. I mean, you ain't got the child. It only took one, and I got the fuck out, okay? But for those of you that were concerned that I was possibly a part of the flood that hit Baton Rouge and some of the surrounding areas, no, I wasn't. However, I do have family members that were deeply affected, which is why you may hear on these videos over the next coming weeks, if y'all hear extra people talking or something like that, I have, taken in some of my family members who, lost their homes or homes were destroyed by the floods of Baton Rouge and some of the surrounding areas. So, family first with me, that's what I'm about. So, you hear that shit, we might make a kiki about it, and then I get back on what I was talking about. But that it is what it is. If that's a problem, I don't know what to tell you, because it ain't gonna change. I'm a family-oriented type of chick, and that's how we doing it over here, okay? So, with that being said, thank y'all. Y'all also just after it started lasting a while, I guess I got past Monday. Y'all forgot, I told y'all my twins turned 24 this past Monday. Happy belated birthday to them again. And so we made a weekend of it, and child, all weekend long, everything we planned we couldn't do, because although we wasn't getting the floods that Baton Rouge was getting, we were getting plummeted by thunderstorms and child, I was around here scared as a motherfucker. Sometimes, you know, I live around trees and water, bitch. Something could go wrong. But it was alright, you know. I feared for a minute that because the rain did not stop for a couple of days, that it could, in fact, possibly lead to us having to do some evacuations ourselves, because we are in a low-lying area, okay? But it all worked out for the good, and I got my family members that needed me. They here with me and stuff, so we good, you know. But I thank you all for hitting me up. Most of y'all were kept up with what was going on with me, with the internet loss and all of that. Child, I had no internet and everything, all kinds of stuff going on. We was having power surges, child. I mean, it happened down there, but it affected damn near the whole state, okay? So, child, what else do I need to say? Just thank you for checking on me. If y'all on my Facebook page, y'all pretty much knew what was going on, because, child, if you ain't following me over there, that's where you missing it at. That's where I really be. Those of you who be trying to get at me through Instagram and Twitter, I do have those accounts, but like I told you guys in the previous video, I don't really do Instagram and Twitter like that. So I plan to check those accounts at some point this week. So if you requested to follow me and I ain't said nothing in a while, that's because I don't be over there. You would do better probably looking me up through Facebook or trying to contact me through the email address that I provide in the description box of every video, okay? So that's what it is, okay? I'm trying to make sure I got everything out. Oh, also, for some of y'all that may not know it, one of my good girlfriends over in the GA, something went on with YouTube with her account. I don't know what the hell YouTube had going on, because, child, they snatched monetization off one of my videos. I had to fight, and they gave me back my good coin and everything else. So YouTube been doing a whole lot of shit. It's been unsubscribing people. But this lady channel disappeared, really with no explanation. And the lady I'm speaking of is Beautiful Soul Speaks. She had to start a new channel. So she lost all those subs that she had. And if any of you guys were subbed to her, I'm going to link her channel in my description box. Please go over there and resubscribe to her. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. She give you real good tea, honey. She stay on top of it. Now, you have to wait on me on Friday for Fuck Shit Friday to get some of what she get on the regular. Told y'all this video gonna be long. It's 7 minutes now. So, you know, go over there and show us some love. And if you resubscribing or subscribing for the first time, let her know Lady Nikki recommended her highly. And get into it, honey. Get you some over there. Oh, I'm sorry about that. That is so loud and disrespectful, but shit, I'm thirsty. Plus, it's hot down here. It'll stop raining. Now the heat back on. But let's get on into this shit, because I'm child, whatever. Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, Season 3, Episode 1, entitled California Dreaming. Child, let me tell you something. Now, this is what I'm talking about, okay? This is what I'm talking about, Mona. Make me at least be able to see some of the reality in this shit. Don't make it all be coerced. Now, some of that shit we know is contrived. We know it's contrived as hell, but at least some of this here we can identify with and can possibly believe that it's actually going on. Now, that episode started off with Ray J and Princess doing a photo shoot for their upcoming nuptials. Now, I've heard people talk about it, but when I first saw it, my first thought when I looked at her is, you know, she always been a very pretty girl. But why in the hell has she lost so much weight, giving her bobblehead teeth? But you look good, girl, okay? I said, do your thing. Well, the photographers asked her to get some, they wanted to get some solo shots of Princess by herself. So Ray J steps off to go talk to momager, Miss Sonia. Okay, now, in the confession of Princess saying, look, you know, I've been feeling like, you know, me and Mama Sonia don't really vibe well with each other, and I wonder sometime am I competing with my mother-in-law for my fiance's attention or whatnot. Okay, now, Miss Sonia, I like you, girl. I like you because as a mother, I understand where you're coming from with this here, with what we're going to talk about you did. But what I want you to do, ma'am, is come back come to 2016, because that is that old Beetlejuice hair wig you got on. And no ma'am, girl, you now, not for nothing, y'all got an empire, a little empire. Now y'all ain't the Rockefellers or nobody like that, but girl, y'all got coin. Miss Sonya, girl, don't get the one that you wear around the house and let the VH1's cameras come into your house, because I'm gonna tell you something, Mona is dirty than a motherfucker. She a genius. She's a fucking genius, but that bitch will have your ass sitting up there looking like hell, and you think you is cute because the cameras ain't gonna capture all your flaws and all. Miss something, girl, she'll get you, and she got you, girl, because she put you out there in that suit. You look like the suit was too goddamn. It looked like you lost a little weight. It looked like it was a little too big for you. But then you got on a piece of Beetlejuice coif, and you just can't do that, Miss Sonya. Don't do that on this episode. Don't do this on this season. Girl, get that together, okay? Well, Miss Sonya want to holler at Ray J, because she said, look here, as your mama and your manager, I have to look out for your good, okay? And in doing your best interests, okay? So in doing that, I'm going to need you to get Princess to sign this prenuptial agreement, because you need to be protected. Based upon y'all history of y'all relationship, y'all don't get along that goddamn good. We need to make sure you protected just in case this shit goes left. Ray J is apprehensive because he don't want to make her mad, you know. And I'm like, you know, I get where she coming from. Princess came into this thing, I don't know what she got going on now. They say she got some businesses, and that's good. But let's just be real. She is the ex-stripper girlfriend of Floyd Mayweather, okay? She came into this thing with Ray J with absolutely, really nothing but her face and her ass, literally, okay? So, with that being said, you're not going to really want your son to get with this girl and leave him open for possible bullshit later on down the line if she decides to try to ditch him and get half. So I feel what she's saying. I think Ray J would have probably been more susceptible to this as well had it been not done on camera. But you know, Mona makes you holler for that dollar, okay? So he's like, he don't want to say nothing. She said, look, Ray, this is gonna be this is the one I'm gonna fight you on to the end, okay? Before you marry her, this prenup will be signed. And she left him with that. So later on in the scene, in the episode, we see him taking her to get her car either revamped or buy her a new, which I don't know why she needed a new car in the first motherfucking place, because it looked like she was riding good. But she said, hey, if he want to spend it, I'm going to let him do that for me. I'm going to let him go and do that. And he slips in there about that prenup. She immediately let him know it wasn't going to be no prenup signing. She ain't finna do that there. She said, it sound like this coming from your mama. This don't sound like this coming from you. And he said, yeah, it did come from my mom, but you gotta understand, you know, she's looking out for my best interest. Princess wasn't feeling that shit. She say she ain't signing no prenup. Now, you can forget that. Ain't gonna be no prenup. They got married about a week or so ago, so I'm willing to bet you we gonna find out she signed the damn prenup. And if I was Miss Sonya, I would have seen to it that she did. Now we're gonna go over there to Plastic. For you new people who do not know me, reviewing Hollywood, loving hip-hop Hollywood, I tend to change people's names around. I call you what you appear to me on the screen, okay? And in this instance, Nikki, Madeiras, Nikki baby, whatever they calling her, she reminds me of a big old Mattel plastic doll. And with that being said, I call this whole Plastic. She having a party to introduce her new line, I guess it's clothes, called Slay Per Usual. Like that name, that was jazzy. We get to meet up with old Chihuahua, aka Miss Brandon. Miss Chihuahua, she looking good, you know, she giving us Pocahontas realness come through. And we also see Nia with a very bad piece of quartz on her head, and Pierce Face, aka Shonda, Willie Taylor old woman, okay? They chatting it up, and Nia invites all the girls to come to her mommy event. She's having a mommy and mimosa moment. And she gets them, Shonda and Chihuahua, to agree to go on and come to the event. Once they agree, she lets them know. Oh, and one more piece of information I think I probably need to share with y'all is that Monice is gonna be at this event. Okay, so they looking like, bitch, you done caught us up in this shit, but they done already you know, said that they've already agreed to be there, so they can't pull out. Chihuahua talking about, well, I really ain't in the mood to be around no Monice or nothing like that. Y'all know it's still beef between Monice, Shonda, and Monice, especially between Monice and Chihuahua, because see, she jumped in that girl business, and we gonna see them have the most problems. Okay, well, they go old Chihuahua decides she gonna go off to get drinks for her and the other girls, and she runs into double stuff known as Tierra Marie, and she's standing there with Plastic. Now when Brandy come up to her, Miss Chihuahua, she tell her, look, I done agreed to go down here to this event Nia got, but she ain't tell me till after I agreed that this is an event she throwing with Monice, and on top of being with Monice, child, y'all know I don't do this, bitch. She did a whole lot of internet thugging and threatened me and my child. They like, what? Now, double stuff like, girl, I like both of y'all, but I ain't for, I don't like that being in between y'all drama and stuff. What exactly was it that Monice said to you girls? So, she gets to reading the so-called IG post, and y'all, she was reading this shit like she was on shit. Jalen is kindergarten, 5 years old. He read better than her. That girl was reading that shit like she was special or something. Like she wrote that little short bus all the way to graduation. And at the end of her reading that, I was kind of shocked because I ain't hear nothing that would constitute a threat to me. But you got double stuff and Plastic talking about, nah, that's just wrong. You keep the kids out of it. Well, Tierra, double stuff, say she just gonna stay out of this situation. She both of them her girls, but she don't want to have no parts of that, okay? I said, Lord, Now, let's go on over here to Miss Monice, a.k.a. Donice. Don't mess with niece, okay, baby? Don't niece. And ain't it funny how life turns around? The same people you meet coming up, you see them coming down. We find out this season, Monice got her own place. Monice got her some coins, apparently. You can't tell by her head because she had this horrible mop on her head that was multicolored and wavy. The wet and wavy type of hair, but it was in green and some other. Child, it was fucked up. It was fucked up. But we find out that Monice got old Fizz living with her. Yes, indeed, baby. I said, And Fizz, what the fuck is it with that Bobby Brown, every little step I take hairdo, child? You went all the way back with that. I said, you better do it. Child, he is living with Monice right now because he said that he had a gas leak in his area place where he was living and everybody had to evacuate. So he chose to come to Donice's house because he want Cam to experience the traditional family setting. And that's cute, except y'all not together, so y'all not really a family. So what are you doing here? Perhaps confusing little cat. Because eventually you're going to leave there and you're not going to take Monice with y'all. So once again, he won't know about the traditional said family, okay? Child, anyway, they in there running down house rules. She telling him, I don't mind you being here and I don't mind you having company, but I don't want no hooches in my house. You don't be sexing nobody in my house, and keep Brandy and Max out of my house as well. Fizz got a problem with that because he say he works with Max in the studio. That's how he make the bread to pay the bills. She said y'all could work just fine, and I was here for her with that because my coworkers ain't just gonna drop by the house like that. We ain't got to meet up. For me and you to do business, you don't never have to step foot in my house, and I damn sure ain't got to step foot in yours. If we got a centralized meeting location for their business, it would be a studio. That's all you need. Monice ain't got no studio in her house, so there's no reason for him to be there. And because You know her and Brandy don't get along. They been internet beefing and whatnot with each other. You should understand where she coming from. Well, he tried to implement him a rule. And I'm like, child, how is your name on the lease some damn well? But she entertained it. He gonna tell her, keep her damn monkey out of his face or whatnot. Talking about she wake up and it be everywhere. I'm like, child, why was you looking? First of all, oh, because you're a man and you're a dog. Oh, okay, that's why. But anyway, she was like, look, long as you understand this is not a hoochie establishment, point blank period, we good. He told her no monkey displays, and I won't touch that because words are irrelevant when you don't have, words irrelevant when you ain't got your name on the lease, child. They came to the agreement. They came on down to the agreement, okay? Hold on, y'all. Okay, after that, we're going to go over there to the mama and I'm glad I be down. I know what I be seeing, child. Now, we're going to go on down there to the mama and mimosa event. And Monice show up there, Miss Donice, looking like a broke-ass superhero. But I'm like, girl, what's the tea? Why your fucking head still got that mop on there? Because your confessional look is all that. But that mop, wet and wavy mop, you ain't gonna do that, girl. Well, she there, and Neil bring her over there to talk to Chihuahua and Pierce Face because they there and stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, Neil, this is a bad move. Right off the bat, Monique started talking about, oh, I'm a mommy. I thought I was kicked out the group. Now, Monique's girl, I'm trying to ride with you. I'm trying to see the world from your standpoint because it looked like you trying to fix your image as far as how you mother with your son, because I see you interacting. He there in the house with you now. So I'm hoping that maybe that had, you all right again. But I don't know. You worried me. You worried me. Because you started that and you didn't have to because you knew that Chihuahua was going to get to acting a damn fool. She gets to screaming and yelling, talking about Monice and threatening her child and whatnot. And I'm like, girl, what the fuck are you talking about? Because that text message didn't say that. Of course, Monique's not going to let you attack her because she still got beef with you, bitch, from the reunion when you jumped in her business. You're not her friend, so any advice you give her about motherhood is going to be deemed she gonna take offense to that shit, and she not gonna want to do it, okay? She not want to do it, okay? So you need to understand that, okay? But they get to arguing, and just like I had to tell that strong face Amber last season to get out them damn people grass, like I'm gonna have to tell this Chihuahua to get out them folks' couch like they with them heels on. You can't take a security gotta come between them. Child, I'm like, whatever. Finally, they able to get them girls calmed down. And this is where the moment of healing could have began. It could have. But, no, it did not. Why? Because because Chihuahua gets to telling Monice, well, no, it didn't get bad again. What happened was, Monice told her, the only thing I said was, first of all, fuck you. But I said to you, your son loves you. And why are you not making him a priority over worrying about what I got going on? She said, if you took that to mean, to see that I was trying to threaten your child, then I want to send out my sincerest apology, because that's not who I am. That's not what my intentions were. I would never come at a child like that. She said, but I tell you, I apologize to you for that, but I don't want your apology because I already know your apology is not going to be sincere, so we're not going to even waste our damn time with that, we're not going to waste our damn time fucking around like that, because bitch, you ain't feeling me and I ain't feeling you either. And Monice walked out. Now, they could have probably worked that out, but Monice walked out, okay? Did I mention that while that screaming match was going on, Neil gonna tell us in the confession that they don't stop, they gonna both be removed from the event. Girl, put the shut to the up and do that, because you knew these ladies didn't like each other and they had issues with one another. Yet you invited the bitch to come to the event just for it to go to hell, because all them good mothers that was sitting on the sideline look like they was fucking scared. I'm telling them, bitch, calm down. Don't worry about it. These just some hood rat bitches. They ain't gonna do nothing. Y'all ain't in danger. But them women was scared. and thus ruining your event. Now let's go to Fizz and Plastique out on this date. Apparently he be trying to see her more than she be trying to see him. He get there and he super thirsty, okay? He's super thirsty. The girl is saying she got businesses and she got, you know, she's seeing other people. He talking about he miss her and it don't feel like she miss him, because she don't. She just told you that she ain't, you know, she holler at you when she got time. She got other shit going on in her life, but you don't want to hear that. You coming on strong talking about you want to take your relationship with her to the next level and ask that woman for her keys. You, when she asked you for yours, you knew you couldn't produce nothing, because where do you live? 1123 Monice's house, okay? Alright, I don't think you're going to be able to go over there. So you play that shit on off, but you started acting like you salivating about her, and she basically telling you y'all gonna take tiny baby steps to get to know each other and then see where it goes from there, aka she don't really want to fuck with him, and I'm gonna tell you why shortly, okay? Child, I said, this is retarded. Oh, she also told him in that meeting, I'm cool with anything you do, long as you ain't fucking around with your baby mama. Now, see, that was the moment where he should have told her. If he truly trying to be with her and get on her good side and be in her life as her man, he should have told her in that moment, well, you know, we had to evacuate our homes, and as a result thereof, right now I'm displaced. I'm staying over at Monice's house with my son, with our son. He ain't tell her that shit. He let her roll on about her business, and later on he gonna wish he hadn't did that. But boy, stop being thirsty behind her, because I'm gonna tell you why she ain't really trying to hear you, okay? Now, let's talk about, okay, let me go and get them on out the way. So this was real simple. She has a meeting with Tierra and Monice, okay? Plastique Dub. Double Stuff that invited Donice and Plastique to meet up because they friends. She friends with both of them, and she think that they really could solve their issues. Child, we get to this meeting, and basically Monice say to her, I ain't got really no problem with you, girl. I ain't got no problem with you. That Richard D shit, I ain't worried about that. Father Time was looking for a way out, and you provided him with that, so I'm not really mad at you about that. And Plastique was like, well, I just want us to be on one accord, because with me and Drew trying to get closer. Monique said, hold up, wait a minute. Oh, well, if y'all trying to get so close, why he saying with me? And it broke Plastique's face a little bit. We saw a little crack on the side, because she didn't know that. Monique said she ain't got no sexual interest in Drew whatsoever. All she want is a vial of his sperm, because she want him. He a good dad. He made pretty babies, and she want her 2 children to look alike, and that's all she want from him. Plastique hit her with that, but girl, wait a minute. Your children deserve a father. Monique's like, I don't need no father for him. I just need his genes. She was like, but you might not need him, but the kids will. And I said, yes, God. Coming from a bitch with no kids, she spoke true. So then she go over there and meet up with old Drew. She done stopped by the dollar store and got her little housewarming plant. And she got this big ass Macy, look like Fashion Fair or something like that type of bag, and some ones in there. She coming to let him know, I know you stay with Monice, and why you didn't tell me that. Well, he said, I didn't tell you because we're not serious. You let me know that you're not willing to take it to the next level. You want to take baby steps. And because we baby stepping it, I ain't feel like at this time I needed to be taking no leap and telling you all my business. Basically, it wasn't none of your business. And he, in a way, he right. But then again, if you're truly trying to get with her, don't you want to start the relationship by being 100% honest with her? She wasn't hearing that. She wasn't here for that shit. She told him also, here's a onesie for this baby. She said she want a vial of your sperm so she can have another baby by you because you got good genes. And he like, child, Monice talking and you just mad. He said I had to move because we had a gas leak, and that's all I felt like I need to tell you, especially since you ain't trying to give me no cut right now, bitch. And she was mad. She walked off one way looking knock-kneed and bow-legged at the same goddamn time, and he walked off the and throwing the damn gifts into the trash as he probably was crying all the way down that pier. That's what happened with them, okay? Now, let's go to Willie and Shonda. The stuff of the night. Anything else have them up in here, it wasn't nothing important to me, but if you want to talk about it, put it in the panty section, okay? Now, Shonda decided that she's going to want. Well, Willie was at Plastic strip club. He practicing for Chocolate City too. Okay. Shonda done gave up the post, so she telling us. She say she want to get back into her music, but she want to work with this dude named Blaze. Apparently, Blaze made a pass at Shonda, making her very uncomfortable early on. And because of that, Willie don't really want her to deal with him. However, she's saying he the only person that can understand her music and give her the sound that she's looking for. Okay? He goes and talks to Fizz and Shitty Boy. Tell him. Shitty Boy tell him, say, if it bothering you that bad, bruh, maybe you need to go holler at him about it, you know. Fizz say, leave that shit alone. You supposed to trust your woman that she gonna do right and let you know what's going on if something pop off. He say he gonna go holler at him. We see him going over to the studio that Shonda is currently in with Blaze and Child Blaze. I'm gonna get on you in a minute. But apparently Blaze, he gonna go over there and holler at them about them working together, because he want to make sure it's no misunderstanding between him and Blaze. Okay, somewhere in there he done got chicken shit, and he decided he gonna get him some studio time since he in the studios, and he gonna go work on his music. So he off doing that. Blaze is this big old chocolate booger bear, and I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is. I see why Shonda would be scared, but what the fuck is Willie worried about? Okay, they in there talking about the music or whatnot, and in walks this chick by the name of Kaisha. Don't nobody know who this hoe is. She just standing there looking at her. Her and Shonda looking at each other. She told me, I can't tell you about your husband. And in the interest of not putting Blaze in her business, she takes over into another room where this lady presents her with a dossier of all of Willie's shenanigans. He done been sending her pictures of him in his underwear, text messages recently with his phone, his current phone number, and things of that nature. Shonda is listening to this. But she holding hers. She being cool. And she made a statement that I was here for, and I said, thank God. See, this is just the part of it that I can fuck with, because most women think, a lot of women think like that. Only the dumb hoes don't. She said, I'm going to listen to what this woman got to say, but when she get through, I'm going to go holler at Willie, because, see, this woman don't owe me shit. He the one does, and you're absolutely right. She did not stand before God and your family members and y'all friends and profess nothing to you. He made that promise to you. And if he's breaking that, you don't holler at the bitch. You holler at the nigga. Check with your man, bitch. And I like you for that. Alright? So, she listened to the girl and she tell her, look, okay, I'm going to have to go and holler at Willie and see what he talking about. She said, well, you go ahead on and holler at him then, because I'm going to be right here. I'm going to be ready for y'all. Okay? So, they holler. Okay? They holler. And then, once they holler, child, well, she go holler at Willie. He in that studio. She said, what you been doing? He said, working on my music. She said, not today. She said, what you been doing outside your marriage? And his face broke. Because we knew in that moment that Willie had been caught up in his shit. And that's pretty much how last week episode ended. Now, we started this episode 2 called The Homewreckers. And Shonda telling Willie, you know, they still at the studio. Willie saying that she asking him if he cheated. He said no, but she presents the evidence, and he starts saying that he not thinking of her, and he said he must have been, you know, feeling himself at that time. She got mad as hell. She said, tell her to come talk to me. She said, I'm glad you said that, because she here. So they wind up in this parking lot, and baby, they arguing back and forth, Willie and this woman. Meanwhile, Shonda's sitting here just listening to this bullshit, thinking to herself, if these motherfuckers really lost their goddamn mind, have they lost their mind? Kaisha talking about, what about the baby? Let me tell you what it was. Willie just dug a ditch for himself. Instead of him just fessing up, saying, yes, Shonda, I fucked up, taking whatever responsibilities he needs to take, and working toward trying to prove to her that he'll never do it again and thus save his marriage. He out here lying, and every lie is only digging the ditch deeper that he's falling into. That girl brought up that she was pregnant for him and everything. Baby, basically, he said she wasn't shit and he walked out. Shonda fed up, she done walked out too, because she don't know who to believe. Now, Max comes home. Now, a lot of people been ragging on Max's mouth and all of that shit. I really can't do that because maybe I don't know why he would be like that. See, me, I'm just always been comfortable with myself. As long as the bitch is white and ain't straight, I don't have no problem with that. And it ain't never stopped me from getting jobs. It ain't never stopped me from getting corn. It ain't never stopped me from becoming a mother. It ain't stopped me from becoming a wife. It ain't stopped me from doing shit in life. It's a flaw. It's mine. And only other people seem to have a problem with it because the people that are with me and all the niggas that try to holler at me all think that it's a sexy thing. But to each his own, you know. You can't expect everybody to see in you what the next man see. You got to see it in yourself. And that's what part of the problem around here, because I'm confident in myself. Say what you want to say about me, I'm still here. But he coming in, he got this bag of motherfucking money, okay? He said he just dropped the EP for $27,000 and he thought about her. He thought about Chihuahua and how she always telling him that he needs to start a savings account and a college fund for their son, okay? So he decided he gonna present her with this bag of money. They letting that baby pull out all them $5 bills and shit and play with that money, and that money is nasty. Money touches many millions of hands before it make it to you. Possibly, you know, millions, maybe thousands, whatever. But nevertheless, it's nasty, and y'all letting him play with it. She's saying that she glad that her husband is finally listening to her. Max say that's one thing he like about Brandy. She cheap as fuck. She ain't gonna spend nothing on nothing unnecessary. And I say, in that I understand. That's what we supposed to do. Now we see Miss Masika. She done returned pregnant by rapper Fatty Wap. She saying Fatty and her did that music together last summer. They messed around and she became impregnated. Once she become impregnated, he didn't want to have nothing to do with her, and lately he been going on social media saying that the baby is not his. So she is meeting up with some lawyers to find out what are her, you know, what options do she have here. She don't want to have to take it to that level, but if he gonna provide for this baby. And I'm like, girl, whatever. Okay. Now let's go back to Shonda Willie, because he's saying she ain't been really talking to him since that meet up with Kaisha. Shonda mad because she say he got her around here looking stupid as hell. He admits he talked to the girl on the phone finally after lying. Now he ain't know her in the parking lot, but now he know her. He say, look, she hit me up talking about her mom either was sick or her mother had passed, and because I got a big heart, I started talking to her. She was like, well, what they got to do with you fucking this bitch? This bitch say y'all been fucking around for 12 motherfucking years. He talking about she got to him. He did, you know, holler at her, but she didn't show all the text messages. He basically, like I say, digging that ditch deeper for himself. Shonda not buying it. He claiming that he ain't seen her in recent time. He ain't seen her since 2004. Well, Shonda say, you know what? That parking lot escapade wasn't shit. Y'all, I ain't getting nothing out of that. So this is what we gonna do right here. We gonna go on and set up a meeting with her, and we gonna talk about all of this, including that pregnancy. We gonna get this here out in the open, so once and for all, we know what's going on. And he said, all right. Now let's go over to Ray J and Princess, because they having their engagement party. However, she not feeling herself or as happy as she should be, because she's still kind of upset about Ray J bringing up that prenup, okay? In come Miss Brandy looking lovely. Come on, Brandy, come through. Brandy come up and through there, and she saying that, you know, she happy for them and all that, and Brandy and Princess go off to talk, and she telling Brandy that she kind of upset about their prenup, and she feel like it came from their mama, and that Ray J, you know, don't understand how that makes her feel. Brandy saying, come over here to talk about all that, but maybe you should indeed tell Mama and Ray J how you really feel. But I'm Team Brandy, and I was coming over to ask about being a bridesmaid. She said, well, actually, I was going to ask you to be my maid of honor. We find out Princess ain't got no siblings, and she say that Brandy has always felt like a sister to her. Brandy is very honored to be asked to do that because she loves Princess as well, okay? Now, while all that going on, we got Ray J over there talking to Max, and he's saying that they didn't have no prenup when him and Brandon went over there, aka Chihuahua, went over to Las Vegas and got married. And I was thinking to myself, probably because ain't neither one of y'all had shit. Now, not for nothing, not being no stuck up bitch, but Ray J do have something, okay? He may not have that music career, but Ray J has, you know, other business ventures, and we're gonna talk about them in this episode too, okay? And so it may be necessary, no, it is necessary that he does that. Child. Ray J takes it upon himself. Oh, also, before I move on to the toasting and stuff, he also told Max that he just want to get that prenup shit out the way so that him and Princess can move forward, because she ain't even started making no damn wedding preparations. That struck a chord with Max, because for the last 2 weeks, according to him, Brandy been leaving that house, Chihuahua, and saying she was meeting up with Princess and they was making wedding plans. So we find he now knows she been lying, and he said that ain't cool, that's foul, but he gonna find out about what's going on with that. So they decided to have this toast, okay? They had this toast, and different people are, you know, saluting their upcoming nuptials, and Ray J decides in that moment that he's going to let his mama and Princess know that a prenup is the farthest thing on his mind. He know this is gonna be forever and forever, and he trusts his boo. He tear the prenup up. Sonya looking like, okay. That's what he think. Alright, bitch. It ain't over. Don't think it's over. Okay? Now, Neil and Donice go to see Masika for tea. Tea on the streets, that is. And Neil asking Masika, has she talked to Fetty? Is he planning on being in the child life? She says she don't know. They don't get along that well, and she been seeing the shit he been posting on the internet. Okay? We find out that Princess and Donice done did a motherfucking interview. Princess did hers with that messy ass blogger Jason Lee, the one we ain't like from season 1 when he threw that drink on Hayes and shit. That bitch there with his messy ass. He's supposed to be interviewing her. Why? I don't fucking know. But he winds up talking about her and Monice's fight they've been having on social media. And it's revealed that Princess did, in fact, Monice did have a sexual relationship a long time ago with Ray J, and Princess not feeling her. It all started over her jokingly calling him Raymond, but it's more to that than what's there. Princess saying, when I see the bitch, she best be ready. And Masika and them is letting her know that that bitch, well, no, Masika and them didn't tell her that shit was on the internet. They just saying that they got beef and asking why. And Monique said, I laid over Ray J. I fucked him more than once. I liked it, and she needs to just get over it. And I'm thinking to myself, if this happened when he was 19, yes, she really does. Why we here? Because it's more to this shit than what it is, okay? So, child, she know Ray in the biblical sense, okay? Like I said, Princess had that interview and put it out there. She gonna holler at Monice when she can, okay? Shonda go to see Plastic, and she talking about she done had a hard week, and she dressed with her tits hanging out, child, showing all her glory. And Chihuahua there too, saying that she thought, you know, Willie ain't gonna like you out here like that. Well, that gives her an opportunity to tell them about this shit with Kaisha. Now, Chihuahua was saying she thought Willie and Shonda had the perfect marriage. If it was Max, he'd be in the doghouse. No, you'll be jumping on top of vehicles. It look like you're going to do it this season, too, because it look like you got some secrets, bitch. So, chill with that. Shonda say she gonna meet up with the girl and find out what's tea, because Willie saying he ain't seen her since 2004, and she know her husband, and she know when he lying. And I'm thinking to myself, if you know your husband like that and when he lying, why the fuck you don't know this nigga lying now? Okay? Double stuff me so with Monice, and she wants to bring up the fact that she saw the interview that Princess did with Jason Lee online. Monice listens to it. Monique said afterwards that since she invited me, I will meet up with her. Double stuff don't really want her to do that. She like, girl, you been in a whole lot of shit. Now, I know me and Princess and had our reasons for falling out. That was understandable. But you guys really don't have a beef. Monique say, look, I don't give a fuck. The bitch done invited me. And I always show up when I'm invited. So it's finna be crazy versus more crazy. That's gonna be interesting. Ray and Shitty Boy meet up. They talking about, he telling him, look, man, this music thing ain't gonna last forever, and we gotta think big. We gotta make sure that we got money flowing on for our kids and our kids' kids. We gotta make this here, you know, we trying to build some generational wealth, if you will, around here. That's what we doing. So, you know, I got this business, you know, and I think that you might be interested in joining in. He leave out the room, come back in. He got these little scooter bikes and stuff. Child, I ain't gonna say that that's bullshit, but I'm gonna say that that's probably for younger people. It probably suburban people. It ain't no shit that I want to ride on because, bitch, if it ain't got 4 wheels and a stern wheel, I don't usually fuck with it. But it's a good idea, and I can see where he possibly is going to make a good money, good coin off of this. So, good luck to him with that. And, of course, that damn Soldier Boy, he know ain't nobody trying to Shitty Boy tell him no more. So, he say, yeah, he going to be in there. So, the final scene we see with Pierce Face, Willie, and Kaisha meeting up. Child, basically, Willie started off the bed hollering at that girl, talking about he don't fuck with her, he ain't seen her in buku time. That girl said, man, you seen me December 2015, and Shonda, you was in California. Shonda like, well, wait a minute, how you know where I was? Because he told me that. We met up at the Red Roof Inn. I said, bitch. Willie really is pole hustling, huh? Cause child, ain't no motherfucking way. Girl, I'm 43 years old. I was going to the Red Roof Inn in my teens. That was the thing to do. That was the spot. That was the whole tale. Shonda wasn't feeling that shit. She mentions baby again. Shonda like, what happened with this? The girl, we was pregnant at the same time. I was so stressed out, I wound up not having my baby. I don't know if she aborted or she miscarried, but she lost the baby. And Willie basically asking her, because now they got loud security involved, why are you here? She said, because I still love you. Baby, that must have been too much for Shonda to take her. She socked that hoe in her face. She gave her one to the face. Right there. Security break it up. Shonda say she knows they both lying and she don't want to hear no more. And the episode goes off there. Child. That's a mess. Willie really disappointed me because I gave him a little bit more. You know, I thought he was a bigger character than that. But, dude, you only making it worse with this bullshit that you doing. And that's why y'all not together now here. Y'all separated behind this shit. But I totally believe that Kaisha is not lying. And that's just how I feel about it. I've held you guys long enough. I'm sorry. I told y'all long videos this week. In the meantime, in between time, please like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you guys back for the next episode. Peace.